Hey there, happy Mabon everyone. It's Blackbird's daughter here on the autumn equinox, and I just finished up making a custom tea blend for a client, and I have all of these beautiful herbs here with me, so I thought I would share a little bit of what we do. So you really don't need to have anything more than some wild plants, some reverence for them, a space to dry them, or not even. You can just pour some boiling water over it and you've got yourself an herbal tea. When you are looking to make a blend that's a little bit more sophisticated and you're looking to address specific issues with someone, you want to make sure that the herbs that you're using are working synergistically. So for example, if you have an herb that is an energizing herb and you have an herb that is a really relaxing herb and you're putting them together, that may not be the best formula. Sometimes it is, but for the most part, you want to make sure that herbs are not canceling each other out. And if some of the actions are going to be, can you get the same benefits, the same qualities that you're looking for with another plant? Another thing we want to do is look to what plants we can be growing ourselves or getting from wonderful organic growers, friends, family. I'll grow a bunch of tulsi, maybe you're growing a bunch of catnip, maybe we can trade some. So really being mindful about our ecological impact. So some really useful tools for mortar and pestle, for grinding up anything that's really hard. I use a simple kitchen scale. It's nice to get one that goes to grams and even smaller. That's really helpful and useful. There's a lot of variance in an ounce, so you go as in-depth as you possibly can with that if you're wanting to. It's not that expensive. Another thing I like to do is, if I'm not packaging in glass because somebody has to travel, I'll package in a plastic bag. So I'll take a jar, put a plastic bag in there, put a funnel inside, and then that way you can pour all of your herbs in once you've mixed them in your lovely mixing bowl. So some of the herbs that I have on hand, because we're all getting really, sometimes we're getting a little bit more stressed out, or sometimes we're getting that first cold weather cold or cough or whatever's going around. So here's some things that might be useful. And I tend to dry all of my plants in the summer and tuck them away, and then I can do my gargling, my mixing once it gets a little bit colder. So I have big bins of herbs. So tulsi is one of the first ones, an adaptogen, also called holy basil. Tulsi is a really great friend for when you're feeling a little bit stressed out. I look at tulsi as kind of like a hug from mom. So I have a bunch, and you can see you can use the leaf and the flower, even some of the stem. So that's one of our friends here. Another friend, and this came from Zach Ward's herb farm up in Vermont. So this is valerian root. I don't know if you can see, there we go. So valerian is a really lovely plant for when we're having trouble relaxing at nighttime. And one of the great things about valerian is you can actually be consuming valerian throughout the day. So putting a little bit into your tea is not such a bad thing if you're having your tea throughout the day too. It's not just for nighttime. A lot of people think valerian, oh, I tried that, it doesn't work. For most of my clients, I find that it doesn't really work as a simple by itself. They like to be blended together. So, and you just caught me saying it. I'm going to try and say key and be really mindful, like Robin Wall Kimmerer suggests. So, another wonderful one is slippery elm. Slippery elm is over-harvested. So, if you can switch to marshmallow, that's a great suggestion. These are both mucilaginous, soothing herbs for when we're feeling dry or tight. And so if you're finding yourself with that scratchy, itchy, anything in your throat, that can be a useful ally there. Again, with digestion, anytime you need a little bit of lubrication, that can be a good friend. So I have some hops that I put in, and hops can be a really wonderful, relaxing herb at the end of the day. putting some hops into your tea blend or your beer, whatever you're drinking, you'll find that sleepy sort of effect that you can get from a good beer. You can also get that restful feeling from your hops. And also, for people who have asthma, hops can be a really good ally, as can one of our favorite prolific plants around here, white pine. So this is the bark, but what we put into our tea recently is the needle. And you can be chewing on that. You can make a really yummy honey. So when you're thinking about trees who are really beneficial, one of the first trees that comes to mind is the white pine. Very sacred, lots of vitamin C, really soothing, and just a general lovely friend of our immune systems. And all winter long, if you've got any irritations coming up, you can do a steam with white pine needles too. So I have some catnip here, and this was grown from my friend Jessica from Cunning Folk Herbals in Essex, Vermont. So thanks, Jess. It's really smells good, really good for lowering that big cytokine reaction that a lot of us get when we're under stress and we can't really figure out what's going on. Is it time to digest? Is it time to sleep? Having difficulty focusing because we got lots of thoughts rushing around in our monkey minds. So your catnip can be a great ally. And speaking of that, it's back to school time. If you are noticing your kiddos or you are having a real hard time focusing and really just still want to be outside, A, I don't blame them. Send them outside as much as you possibly can. But B, consider some catnip tea. Not just good for tummy aches, but also is really a good one for nervous headaches or difficulty focusing. It can also be really restful to help us get a good night's sleep when we're all revved and wired at the end of the day. So catnip is an all-around love of a friend, and I really enjoy putting her in tea when people are experiencing some stress in their lives. Ditto, and this is another Zach Woods one, although I love growing and have grown quite a bit of her this year as well, a bit of kin, is the lemon balm, Melissa. Here you go. So I really love supporting our local herb farmers. So when I was down at International Herb Symposium, I picked up some of these, but you can order from them. They're online too. So shout out to Zach Woods, Cunning Folk Herbals, and oh my gosh, the smell. Oh my gosh, the smell. So lemon balm, another great relaxing herb, good for when we're feeling stressed, a little bit of overwhelm. Actually, really just a wonderful friend for a whole host of reasons. What else went into some of these blends here? Chamomile, and some blue vervain that I wild crafted. A lot of us don't know blue vervain, but a really wonderful nervine. She's looking kind of purple. You can't really see her in this light, but lovely purpley blue tops. And they really like wetlands, and I happen to find some in a wetland that I've been really loving up for years, and there's a whole lot of them. So blue vervain is one of the nervines that went into this blend here and could be useful to you as you find yourself needing to do all of the, oh my gosh, have to get my house ready for winter kind of stuff. So let's see if there's anybody else in my big old mixing pile. Let's see, there's a little more vervain, some nettles. So, I love me some nettles. Nettles are a real great tonic in general. If you are feeling stressed, if you need a little bit more energy and you're finding yourself like, kind of like, okay, I've got energy, and then I crash, or maybe I just don't have any energy at all, you might want to look into this wonderful friend. Now, I know we mentioned allergies earlier. Nettle is a wonderful ally for allergies, but you want her fresh or freeze-dried. So if you've got fresh nettle, you can be tincturing that, or you could be freeze-drying And then if you have the freeze-dried nettle, that's a good one for allergies too. And start boosting your immune system before you have symptoms. An ounce of prevention is worth, I think, far more than a pound of cure. But nettle can be really, really useful during those allergy times. So I hope that those are just some of the plants that I really love to work with, and I hope that they are ones that maybe you can start considering incorporating into your lives. And if you have any questions, you are always welcome to reach out to me at info@blackbirdsdaughter.com. I would love to make a custom tea for you. Love to work with you to help bring your body back into balance. So, happy Mabon, everybody.